Crikey dingoes. Damn, that's some nice water. That is some absolutely divine water. Oh, I love drinking water. Hey, how's it going? So, 'tis another week in, and like I had teased in a previous video, I got more movies. Some very specific ones. I got 2 bundles today. Today is Umbrella and Dead End DVD. Umbrella, of course, being the, distributor. Yeah, and Dead End DVD being the retailer. I'll start with Umbrella because that came in first, and because none of that stuff will probably be on the thumbnail. So they had a big sale, I guess. They had one of these was $5, 2 of these were $10. The other one was like $27, but it came with the limited edition O card, and it also allowed it to be free shipping. So I figured, bugger it, why not? So we start off with probably the most horny film in the collection, The Beast, which apparently is a very horny film. The French, what they're like. So yeah, this is the Beyond Genres version. It's a werewolf film, apparently. I think, I don't really know. I think it's some kind of wolf film. But look, if you've seen Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula movie, you know how horny wolves can be. So yes, you take off the sleeve, you get basically the same artwork on the inside, which is fine. I'm going to cover up a slight portion of this. You do get a back poster. It's not overly graphic, it's just someone's lower side. It doesn't exactly express genitals, but kind of does. Not really. I'd imagine it's a female, so you can't really see it. But yeah, some kind of hands going after her butt, which is fair. I can relate to that. On the inside, you get same disc art as the front cover. I believe it's region B locked. I don't really know. It usually, some of these are usually region B locked. And you get 2 alternate posters on the inside as well, because of course it is Beyond Genres. This is what they do. It's nice, actually. I mentioned in a previous, I think this weekend, talking about how I really like that Umbrella do this. I just like it. I mean, they don't need to, but they always do, and I really dig it. The sleeve is one thing, and I do like these thinner sleeves. I much prefer them to the type of sleeves that we get from imprint. I don't mind the imprint ones, because they still do great for the artwork. But, yeah. I also just realized that the picture that I couldn't completely show off is actually on the spine. But it looks like they've kind of put a smudging, like it's a tree that's out of focus in front of a particular part. So anyway, let's move on. This is the one that was limited edition. It is Death in Brunswick. This is the O-card version. I believe it's Sunburnt Screens, number 22. I don't have a lot of Sunburnt Screens, but I got a couple, with Love Serenade being one of my favorites. But yeah, it's got some nice colourful artwork. You get the alternate poster on the back there. And then, of course, you open it up and you get the... It's kind of weird. Somehow this was, damaged, and you can kind of see there how it's got this weird, spot to it. I don't really understand it. Clearly it was damaged, but I don't know if... I really don't know what happened. How they've exactly covered it. Also, look at how blank that disc is. Wow, that's insanely black. But yeah, I take this out, and there's no damage on the, thing. It's not really any damage on it, so... Yeah, but you get... This is the main artwork that you get if you get the standard Blu-ray, which is why I didn't get the standard Blu-ray. It does come with, as you can see there, a buttload of special features. This is all region. Actually, maybe it'll tell me on the Beast. Beast was all region. The Beast was all region. There you go, it actually tells you. But yeah, so this comes with a ton of special features from new interviews, featurettes, another featurette, audio commentary with Sam Neill and John Clark, another audio commentary with director and cinematographer, another featurette, yeah, what's that? And many more. The Grass is Greener, acclaimed series detailing the lives of New Zealand artists in Australia. 2 fascinating documentaries on Sam Neill and John Clark, the lead scenes and trailer. So, yeah, talk about a lot of stuff. And it does have reversible artwork, which there's no nudity on it, but it's kind of implied. But still, But yeah, I have no idea what happened with the case. But yeah, as you can see, it's got just a weird, as if it's like water damaged or something. I don't mind particularly because again, I got the version with the O card, so like it doesn't bother me. Realistically, I know that like I could open the sleeve and be like, "Oh no, it's damaged." I mean, yes, of course, but also just weird. I could just get another case. It's really not that much of a problem. But because, like I said, I have the O card, I don't really mind. Like, instead of burdening myself with trying to find a replacement case or whatever, it's like, I'm good, you know, because when you put the card on it, you can't even see it. So, I mean, how would they have known when packaging it? Because this whole thing was in shrink wrap. It's not like a lot of sleeves that you get where the case itself is like shrink wrapped and then the sleeve is put on top of it. In this case, it was the other way around. That's what Umbrella usually do. So I don't know what. It just happens that way. Next up, we have this one was another $10 purchase. Gloria. It's a John Cassavetes film. I think it's one of the few films that he actually directed. I don't think it has any special features. It doesn't stipulate. It does say Region B. It doesn't stipulate if it's locked, but I guess it's implied. But yeah, I'd heard good things about this one. I've known it because I recognize the poster. I think the alternate artwork is the exact same. It just doesn't have the PG rating there, which I'm fine with. When it's something like this, where it's like, it doesn't really burden the cover too much, I don't mind. But again, I appreciate that as well. Gotta really hammer home how much I appreciate Umbrella and how they use their artwork. And the $5 one that allowed me to get free shipping was The Art of Self-Defense. I'm still yet to watch any of these. There's no Blu-ray release of this film in Australia. It's one of those, oh look, Rotten Tomatoes on the front goddamn cover. No special features either, but it's a region 405 minutes. I'm not big on DVDs, but it was $5, and I've heard it's a good film. And I actually watched the director's previous film last month because Lance Reddick was in it. That was Riley Stearns. I'm trying to remember what the film was that he directed. Faults. That was the one that was starred Mary Elizabeth Winstead and was produced by her as well, because they used to be married and now they're not. So yeah, I heard Art of Self-Defense is pretty good, and I think he's got a new one that came out this year as well. So I haven't seen that one. That's like South by Southwest release or something like that. So yeah. Anyway, now we get to talk about the really insane collection I got from Dead End DVD. This was about a $200 odd bundle, but you know, they have Afterpay, thank God. They're down in Mornington, which is really nice, but it's still like a 40 odd minute drive, and I'm like, I don't really want to drive, you know, to go and get it when it's $8 to get it posted, and they bubble wrap the whole thing. They put it in a, well, in this case it was an Australia Post box, which actually I like it because they had a sticker saying it was $13.25, so I like saved like $5 on shipping. I don't know, it's one of the burdens of having to deal with someone like Australia Post, but it is what it is. I got technically 5 films? 3, 4, 5, 6 films. I got 6 films. We'll start off with Trilogy of Terror. I've heard a lot of good things about this. This is the Karen Black film, but with Dan Curtis. I'm saying it the wrong way around. Dan Curtis directed it. This is the Kino release, Region A locked. It has a new audio commentary by film historian Richard Harlan Smith, new interview with composer Bob Cobert, audio commentary of Karen Black and writer William F. Nolan, Richard Matheson terrible scribe featurette, Free Colors Black featurette, and newly commissioned artwork by Jacob Phillips. So no, this is not the original artwork. It's interesting artwork though. I dig it, you know. The obvious Carpenter, you know, font. Bit obvious. I think there was a film I'd also watched recently, no inside artwork or alternate artwork because it's a Kino release. There was a film I'd watched recently that was like low budget that had the John Carpenter font, and I'm like, oh no. I can't remember what the hell that was. But yeah, I wanted to get this like maybe a year or two ago. I added it because a lecturer had suggested it, and I ended up going to get it on Amazon. I actually ordered it I ordered it in around December last year, I think, maybe November, December period. I think it was November. On Amazon for like almost $50. It didn't ship, and everything else shipped, and it was just kind of taking its time, so I decided to cancel the order because I wanted to save up a bit more for the new TV, which I, of course, got in the end. And then it ended up going up to like $80 to $90 on Amazon, and these guys had it for $40. So I figured, bugger it, I'm going to get it from these guys. This one is the really crazy one, probably in the thumbnail as well. I got Cannibal Holocaust. They didn't have the limited edition for the 4K anymore, but they did have for the Blu-ray, and the limited edition just comes with a sleeve. I didn't really care much for like a glossy sleeve versus a 4K HDR graded transfer. In this case, brand new 4K remaster from the original negatives with Dolby Vision encoding HDR 10 Plus compatible. I can show you the back. It does have some Tartars on it, so I will just do that. Yeah, it's all region for the 4K. I think it's region B locked for the Blu-ray. I don't really know. It does have reversible artwork, but as you can see there is a lot of special features. It is a 2-disc pack. Both discs have the exact same artwork. No, they don't. This one's got more of the skull on that side. That one's got more of the person's pipe coming out of the mouth. Anyway, it does have alternate artwork, which I can show this. I can't show the image again like before, but yeah, it's interesting artwork to begin with. I'm sorry about the shadow on my hand, but again, same text as you would see on the other side of the reversible. I'm going to keep the other artwork, I guess, as the main artwork. I'm not really huge on collage stuff like this, especially for like horror films. Like they did that for a lot of the Argento films, and I really don't like that. I love the original artwork, which when I got the 4K releases, I got the original artwork because I'm like, I don't like it started with Suspiria, where a lot of Italian films are like that, where they're like, oh, we got to highlight it based on all the key moments. So, you know, if you really pay attention to the cover, which mostly is gibberish when you look at it half the time, but it can just look like basically a bunch of, hey, let's spoil some of the more iconic moments of the film. So yes, I was very up and down about getting this. I debated it last year when Zavvi had given me a coupon for their website, which it didn't apply to the cart, so I didn't end up buying anything, and I can't buy anything now anyway, so... but I have, obviously been looking for a new retailer to get my movies from. I've got the Cinemaniacs, which is still great. Amazon's there, JB Hi-Fi's there, and occasionally Play Music DVDs if I want to go to a local one that's a bit too pricey, but it depends on the films. I don't get Criterions from them. But sometimes horror films, sometimes resold, imprint titles. But yeah, I figured I'll go to Dead and DVD. They actually comes with a card. I'll show that off to some degree, as you can see there. I've heard about these before. I think I'm trying to remember who suggested it to me. I think it was one of my subscribers, actually. Rodney. I think it was Rodney. I don't know if you're watching this, Rod. I have no idea if you suggested them, but I'm pretty sure you did. Someone had suggested Dead and DVD, and I was desperate for the next set, which I'll look at in a minute. I'm kind of giving some backstory as to why I bought this. It's also the point of these videos. Cannibal Holocaust, I don't know if I'll ever watch this. I don't know if I really want to. It was a decent price. Again, it was $10 more than the limited edition Blu-ray, but I preferred to get the 4K UHD. Just seemed to be an easier choice for me. I believe this is still the cut version, so it doesn't have, it's cut 10 to 30 seconds of, animal torture, so yeah, trust me, I'm not buying this for the enjoyment of it. I'm kind of just, for the collection, I kind of want to just have it. I don't know when I'll get around to watching it, though. It's not my type of film. It really isn't. I would imagine that I'll watch it and I'll be like, fuck this, and I might, turn it off and then watch it again another day, I have that anticipation in mind. I don't plan to watch this with my partner. I'm not doing that to her. I got time to watch it, though. I don't know when I will, but I just figured because it's a new 4K. I do like 88 films. Yeah, I don't mind that I didn't get the limited edition version. I'm not going to spend $80 on this. Are you kidding me? I think it was $50, which is still a lot, but I mean, it's got a lot of special features. For the sake of collecting films and preservation of films. The one film people don't expect to get a 4K UHD is Cannibal Holocaust, and here we are. Look, I'll save Martin for last. I'll do the next one first. So yeah, I don't know. I don't exactly feel like I need to defend. They had the Children of the Corn trilogy on 4K, the limited edition version. So I figured I'd buy that because it was out of print on the Arrow store. So I really did look at Cannibal Holocaust and debated it. I mean, I was planning to get it last year. It was even there on Amazon, and it was cheaper on Amazon than it was on I think it was like $2. Actually, I think it was dearer on Amazon this time around than it was from Dead End DVD, so that's why I was happy to buy it. But I was just like, I'm just like looking at it, and I'm like, do I really want to buy this kind of a film? And I have made a video, I think it was the Curse of Physical Media, which probably came out prior to this video, where I mentioned the fact that, like, I'm getting to that level where I'm buying films I don't think I'd ever think of buying, you know? Again, Cannibal Holocaust, it's like, again, the classic notorious video nasty. Do I really want that in my collection? But I'm like, I mean, it's not even that. Do I want it in my collection? Yes, sure, why not? Do I want to watch it? I don't know, maybe. I'm one step closer to watching it. I don't know if I'll like it. We'll see. I might hate it. Look, let's be honest. I don't think I've ever watched a film with animal torture in it. Actually, I have watched The Abyss, like the special edition version with the mouse. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I wasn't overly choked up by that. Anyway, Children of the Corn. I don't know. I heard good things about the first one. But I figured they had the limited edition set, so I figured I'd buy it. It also does have the second one, I believe, has a... Disc 3 is a second film. 2 versions of the film, international cut and US theatrical cut, with additional CGI and alternate audio mix via seamless branching. A brand new audio commentary by critics Matty Broderick, Dave Wynn, brand new audio commentary by critic Lee Gambin, and conversation with director David Price. That's why I bought this set. I could have just gotten the standard 4K of the first film and left it at that, but I wanted to get the commentary with Lee. It also comes with the third one, of course, Urban Harvest, which again, 2 versions of the film, R-rated US cut and unrated international cut with extended ending via seamless branching. Audio commentaries again, interviews, there's a lot of stuff. These are apparently region B locked except for the first film, which of course is a 4K UHD. But yeah, brand new 4K restoration of the first film of the original camera negative by Arrow Films, audio commentary by horror journalist Justin Beam and Children of the Corn historian John Sullivan. Just so much making ofs, more audio commentaries, more interviews. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot. Like, I'm sure that if you're a fan of Children of the Corn, which I've never seen... I've seen part of the first one. It was, like, on TV once. But as you can see, there's lots of details. So, yeah, I won't dive too much into it. Because this has been out for, like, a year or so. Okay, well, we start with a poster. I also wanted to get the limited edition because, you know what? I missed out on getting it initially. I was planning on getting it from Zavvi. I didn't, of course. You get the iconic poster, which is probably the best poster. I do like this. It's much simpler. It's just nice in terms of iconography. From the author of Carrie, The Shining, The Dead Zone, and Christine comes Children of the Corn. Gotta love some Stephen King. But yeah, then you get the new artwork as a poster. Easy peasy. I've heard that the sequels are not favorably good. It's one of those, they just rinse and repeat the same kind of formula from the previous film. Except I don't think they're actually in the cornfields in the sequels. I think one of them they go to the city or something. But I think because Lee was talking about on Twitter the new one, because they made a new Children of the Corn. It's just a remake of the original, just the same shit. So yeah, great. Comes with a booklet, which is also very nice. Nice artwork as a wraparound. Craig Martin. No way. Go on Facebook, you idiot. You're friends with him on Facebook. Yeah, Craig Martin. Holy shit. Okay. So I didn't know that, but it does have a selection of special features on the book. You get Children of the Corn 1, 2, and 3 cast and crew. Corn to be Wild by Stacey Ponder. Children of the Corn by John Sullivan. Beneath the Rose, the Anti-Gospel of Children of the Corn by Craig Martin, my old lecturer and friend. He's a good mate, good dude. He goes to Cinematics as well. Praise God, he's the one who suggested the Trilogy of Terror one, as well as my dad had mentioned it last year, and then Craig had mentioned it. Maybe Dad had mentioned it like 2 years ago, and I looked it up, and I was like, yeah, I'll maybe get it. And then Craig mentioned it, I was like, okay, maybe I will buy it. And then I tried, and all that. That's what led to all of that. Praise God, praise the Lord, the influence of the child preacher in reference to Children of the Corn by Lee Gambin. Daniel Litch, An Ear for Horror by Guy Adams, and about the Transversion production notes. So, yeah, same old stuff. It's always great when, you know the people who are behind this stuff. It's really cool, actually. I'm really excited for Martin, because I actually got that specifically in mind, because there's a one by Craig. Creepy kid. Always gotta have a creepy kid, don't you? Yeah, just more pages upon pages on pages. So yeah, start with the classic Children of the Corn. They all come with new artwork. I won't dive too much into the details on the back, but they are not to be sold separately, so I can't scan them individually. Oh, this has an ad for that box set I have. Yes, it does. Oh, look, it's that guy. I have that. That's a cute poster, actually. Yeah, same artwork on both discs. Not much to go ride home about, but you do have the original artwork, which is nice. I don't know if I'll swap the artwork around. I do like the artwork on the set. I guess it depends, because sometimes I'd like to, given it's a set, do I keep the artwork from the original? But if I don't like this artwork for the sequels, maybe I won't. Children of the Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice. That's right. The Final Sacrifice, yeah, it's the fucking second one. There is disc artwork, which is nice, and alternate art. Okay, it's not bad. It's blue. Just a bit... It's not bad, actually. I don't mind that artwork. I do like how they've got the kids. You can kind of see them there. They got like creepy eyes. It's a nice image to it. And of course, Children of the Corn Free, the one where they go to the city. Let's go to Macy's. Get purple on the disc, which is always nice. I like purple. And then you get that's really nice. Orangey purple mix. Nice. Now they're in a big city. Actually, okay, I'll be honest. I like these original artwork choices that they have. But I do also like the newly done artwork. It's probably a bit more cliche for the new artwork. Look, it's the kid's face. I'm trying to get it without glare. But still, nice. As an overall Children of the Corn set, looks bloody nice. I'm very happy to have gotten limited edition. Especially now knowing, again, that Craig did the essay. Same as Lee. It's always great. But again, I wanted to get the second one because Lee did an audio commentary, but I also wanted to get the... but I guess also knowing, too, that it comes with... the poster's always nice, but the book also having an essay by Lee and by Craig. There's, a lot of names you see when you buy boutiques. You get... Kim Newman's probably the most popular name I've seen pop up. He's done a lot of commentaries, interviews for a lot of different boutiques. I feel like he's the go-to guy for a lot of this stuff, which is fair enough. But I've never met him personally. I don't think he's definitely not from Australia. I think he's from the UK. He might be American. Nevertheless, he's done some very interesting commentaries. But it is really nice to actually know the people, face to face. Not just I've met them one time at a screening, they were really nice, which is always still a great thing. But, I know them personally. I know Craig personally. I know Lee personally. Friends of Craig on Facebook. I could be friends with Lee on Facebook. I'm just kind of, too scared to. I don't know. Anyway... Martin, this is the reason why I bought all of this stuff, because I wanted to get the limited edition 4K UHD release of George A. Romero's Martin. It comes with a slip J-card, which does emphasize all of the behind-the-scenes production stuff. I'm kidding, it just has all the special features. A lot of special features. Look at all that stuff. What do we have? A new second sight 4K restoration supervised and approved by Director of Photography Michael Gornick. Presented in HDR, audio commentary, I think it's just standard HDR, it's a HDR10, no Dolby Vision. Audio commentary by George A. Romero, which I really love that he did so many commentaries. I think this is for Laserdisc as well as for DVD releases prior to his death. He only died almost 10 years ago, so yeah. Audio commentary by Georgia. So there's 2 audio commentaries of Romero, which is really nice. audio commentary, a new audio commentary by Kat Ellinger. That's the other one. I think is Kat. I don't know if Kat's a guy or a girl. Like Kim Newman. I thought Kim was a girl, but no, he's a guy. A lot of these names are very gender neutral, which is perfectly fine. But I've recognized Kat's name as well. Their name is on a lot of the stuff I own. A new audio commentary by Travis Crawford. Taste the Blood of Martin, a feature-length documentary including a location tour, Score in the Shadows, a new interview of composer Ronald Rubinstein, J. Roy, New and Used Furniture, a short film by Tony Buber, Making Martin, a recounting trailer TV and radio spots, limited edition contents, Richard slipcase with original artwork, soft cover book with new essays by Daniel Bird, Miranda Corcoran, Travis Crawford, Heather Drain, Kat Ellinger, Andrew Graves, Alexandra Helen Nicholas. The reason I wanted to get this because I have also met her and really like her stuff. Yeah, you got Eleanor Lazick, Stephen Frower, John Towson, Simon Ward, and Tony Williams. Original soundtrack CD by Donald Rubinstein. 5 collected art cards illustrated by Adam Stofford. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, again, you get the extra stuff. Aspect ratio 1.37 to 1. Audio DTS Master Audio Mono 5.1 and 2.0. UHD videos, of course, 2160p, 23.98 FPS. Blu-ray is 1080p by 23.98 FPS. Color UHD disc is region 3. Blu-ray disc is region B. Main feature 95 minutes with optional English subtitles for the hearing impaired. Then, of course, you get the set. I know I die through a lot of that stuff, but I gotta pay my respects. So it's not just about getting the movies, it's also about all the people who work on them as well, like who work on releases like this. Because I've heard a lot of praise for Second Sight's release, and I can already see why. It's a really nice release. I guess I'll start with the art cards. It's usually best. Someone I know, someone I follow on Twitter, talked about how they're not a fan of art cards because they don't like seeing just like still images from the film, even if the images look really nice. Say if it's a really nice looking film, I've got that with like Blade Runner 2049. I've got that like with a lot of different sets. But it was Elliot Cohen. He was talking about it on YouTube. He was saying how he doesn't like art cards, which I'm fine with art cards. You know, like if it's like lobby cards and stuff like that, then sure, that's kind of got like a nice traditional, like not traditional, but like old-fashioned film feel to it as it is, you know. I like lobby cards, they're cute, you don't really need them, but they're fine. But then he did like these ones, of course, because these are actually new artwork specifically designed to represent the characters in the film. And I gotta be honest, looks like Tom Savini. I dig these. Like, this is really nice artwork in general, really nice character pictures. See, that's like, I do like art cards like this. So he did emphasize that he thought that Second Sight had heard him out. As in, heard his criticisms and they did this instead. I'm like, maybe they just did this because it looks nice. I mean, there is the emphasis on it does cost more because you've got to hire someone to do the artwork. But then I'm assuming they probably got the person who did the artwork for the art cards did the artwork for the whole entire set. Or at least for the inside packaging, because the outside packaging is the original artwork. Look how red this is. So yes, you get your compact disc. It is upside down, yes. You get your Blu-ray and you get your 4K. There is no artwork underneath, which is a little disappointing, I'd say. I mean, like if you're going to go to the extent, why not? But you know, that's blank. But those two aren't blank, which is fine. Again, there's if you want to be really particular and be like, why don't they have artwork on all these different panels? Sure. But at the same time, you know, I mean, as they say, it is what it is. You get a book, though, chunky book with nice artwork on it as well. I have not seen this film, if that is obvious to you. Martin. Yeah, there's 100 odd pages in this book. Okay, there's still images. I like the imaging part. I don't really want to spoil the film too much for myself, but you get alternate posters as well, which is cool. Yeah. Nice details as well. And, yeah, where's the, I'm looking for Alexandra's essay. Wow. It's let's where's page 19? Here's something I'm not going to say out loud. That's the title of her essay. Holy hell. So if you're looking for her essay, there you go. It's a couple pages long. Yeah, it's about 10 or 11 pages long. So that's it. That's the whole kit and caboodle. That's everything. That's the insane packaging for today. The insane delivery for today from Dead End DVD. Go check them out. Not sponsored, but I mean, praise. I'm giving them praise. Obviously, Arrow Video doing a bang-up job with their Children of the Corn. Second Sight doing a fabulous job of their Martin set. I'm very excited to watch it. Yes, the craziness of me buying Cannibal Holocaust is not beyond me, but I'm beyond myself. And good stuff from Umbrella. Bloody good mail. I mean, I got the Dead End DVD in today, so the Umbrella stuff I got in last week. But yeah, it was like Tuesday or... yeah, I think it was Tuesday last week. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week when... I don't really know. Bye.